What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so one of the things that is very apparent when you watch basketball today, and it's one of the observations that a lot of us have, right? Us quote unquote old heads. Younger people will say that we're hating. They will always say we're hating. We just don't want to give guys today props. We want to live in the past and all of that. When in reality, we're trying to tell them there's certain behavioral patterns and there's certain aspects missing from the game today that lets us come to the conclusion, or makes us come to the conclusion, that these players today don't really have that love for the game. Very few players actually want to be great. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of us love a Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know I criticized Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant worked on his craft. He works on his craft so much that it stands out. His skill set stands out so much in this NBA. 20 years ago, he would have been tremendous, but there were other players who were terrific mid-range players. So with Giannis' work ethic, Kevin Durant's skill set, LeBron James, the work that he puts into his body, which has allowed him to play at a high level for an unprecedented amount of time. These are the exceptions. The rule is a lot of these guys don't really love the game like that. They pretty much play for the check. You're not seeing a lot of Kobe Bryant's walking around, or Michael Jordans, or Larry Birds, or Magic Johnsons. That's not what you really see. And Pat Bev, on his podcast, I put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below. He confirmed this. He said, in his opinion, and he said he's being generous by saying this, 50% of the players today, 50% do not love basketball. And then he broke it down. He compared it to the things that you do, the prep work that you do to court a woman or to go on a date. He says those are things you have to do in order to try to win her over or win her heart. He said you see sort of the same things in basketball when someone really loves the game, the prep work that they do, but he says you don't see it. So this is what he said. He said, now can you have all that energy and put it in basketball? Is it watching film? Is it extra shots? Is it free throws? Is it working on offhand shit? Is it working on shots that you might not even use just to have something in your back pocket? Preparation? How prepared are you? Do you know the coach's philosophy? Do you know what the coaches want from you? It might be different from what you want from you. And then he was asked if he's ever had teammates who he felt didn't love the game, and he said, somewhat surprisingly, that they're usually the ones who are extremely talented. Most teammates I know who don't love basketball are the really fucking good ones, are the most skilled ones. It's the wildest shit in the world. Preparation is different when you got so much skill. You could just show up to the game and get a motherfucking 30-40. They might work against other teams who aren't that good, but you can't do that in the playoffs. Now, I don't know about you, but there's one guy that's screaming in my head when he's talking about this. And he played there. And I think you might know who I'm talking about. One guy. And then there's another guy, even though he just had a monster game, he's screaming in my head too because of his inconsistency. All I'm gonna say is they're two big men, and he played with them very recently. One up north, the other out west. So yeah, I mean, this is confirmation that here you got right here a guy playing today. He's saying the same thing. Kobe was saying that before he retired, he noticed a trend, a change in the NBA player. He noticed that a lot more of these guys just wanted to live a certain lifestyle. They wanted to be rich. They wanted to maybe work on their threes because that's what the league was really about then. You know, starting to become about shooting threes, not working on other aspects of their game, and that's why you can see. Look, I've always told you when it comes to 3-point shooting, I've never seen it this great. The range, the amount of people that can shoot from outside, it's the best it's ever been for that. But actual basketball, the decision making, the IQ, no, it sucks sometimes. I mean, to have a 4-on-1 fast break and to have everybody run to the 3-point line when they could simply run to the basket for a layup or dunk. When I saw that, I said, yeah, there's something really wrong with the game today. I mean, it's like they're just doing what they're trained to do rather than actually doing what is the smartest basketball play. But anyway, that's more about IQ, but then again, that goes into love too. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.